Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well today. Muffin's over here on my left and Biscuit's sitting next to me here. He's going to be a good listener today, aren't you? Yes, you're usually up to something. So today, I have another special book that was mine when I was little, so you won't be able to find this book. This is actually from Japan. And the reason I love it so much, and you could tell I've loved it because it's falling apart. The reason I love it so much is because the illustrations are kind of in 3D, which for me, when I was very little, was pretty cool. They didn't have 3D stuff. So Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You know this story, I'm sure. And it's illustrated by Izawa and Hijikata. So if you look, can you see that picture? Isn't that neat? They kind of move. Okay, here we go. Goldilocks and the Three Bears. It's kind of a Russian setting here. One lovely morning, a little girl named Goldilocks set out by herself for a walk in the woods. "Stay on the path so that you don't get lost," said her mother, "and be back in plenty of time for lunch." Goldilocks remembered what she had been told for a while, but presently she wandered deeper into the forest. So there's the mother telling her. Isn't that neat? And then there's Goldilocks. Suddenly she stopped and looked about. What happened to the path? At just that moment she spied a charming little house with blue windows and orange shutters. Whose could it be? She walked up to the door and knocked once or twice. This is the part where you can tell how much I've loved this book because it's totally falling apart. See the bear up here on the top? Who do you think lives there? I knew you knew this story. No one answered, so Goldilocks peeked in through the window. There on the table were 3 bowls of oatmeal. "Oh dear," said Goldilocks to herself, "I'm lost and so hungry. I think I'll just slip in and taste some." And with that, she opened the door and went into the little house. First, she tried a spoonful of the great big bowl, but it was too hot. And then she tried the middle-sized bowl, and it was much too cold. And then she tried the tiny bowl, and it was just right. Before she knew it, Goldilocks had eaten up every bit of the oatmeal in the tiny bowl. That's some hot tea, I think, in the middle there. She was just about to leave when she saw 3 chairs set against the wall. I'll just rest a minute before I go," she said, and down she sat in the biggest chair. But oh dear, it was much too hard. So she sat in the middle-sized chair, and that was much too soft. So then she tried the tiny chair, and it was just right. But crick, crack, the tiny chair broke. And down she tumbled. The big chair is much too hard. And the middle chair was what? Too soft. And this one was just right. Or was it? She soon picked herself up and went into the next room, where she found... That's right, 3 beds. By this time, Goldilocks was feeling very sleepy. First, she tried the big bed, and it was much too hard. By this time, she was much too hard. Then she tried the middle-sized bed, and it was much too soft. But the tiny bed was just right. And before she knew it, Goldilocks was fast asleep. Cute little beds, aren't they? Now, it so happened that 3 bears lived in the little house with blue windows and orange shutters. We knew that, didn't we? They had decided to go for a walk while their oatmeal cooled, and they returned home with a hearty appetite. "Somebody's been eating my oatmeal," announced the father bear in a deep father bear voice. "And somebody's been eating mine too," echoed the mother bear in a soft mother bear voice. "Somebody's been eating my oatmeal," said the baby bear in a high, tiny voice, "and it's all gone." Uh-oh. Then the bears looked at their chairs. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair," growled the father bear. "And somebody's been sitting in my chair," sighed the mother bear. "Somebody's been sitting in my chair," cried the baby bear, "and it's broken." Oh no. Then the 3 bears looked in their bedroom. "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed," said the father bear in his deepest father bear voice. He was very angry now. "And somebody's been sleeping in my bed," said Mother Bear in her loudest Mother Bear voice. She was quite angry too. "Somebody's been sleeping in my bed," shouted the baby bear, "and here she is." And sure enough, there was Goldilocks fast asleep in the tiny bear bed. Sorry, the dogs are barking. Come here, Muff. Come here. Goldilocks opened her eyes at that very moment, and you can imagine how surprised she was to find 3 bears bending over her. She jumped out of bed, and before she could say, "How do you do?" she ran away fast as her legs could carry her. And you can be sure she never went near the house of the 3 bears again. The end. I hope you guys had a great day. Bye.